The story begins in a fictional city where the Van der Kooi family ruled. The head of this family was Hilda. Anyone who raised their voice against this family was crushed like an ant. To spread their reign of terror, every year they performed a sacrifice called the Killing, where 12 revolutionaries were gathered and brutally killed in front of everyone. After this, we see a young boy named Boy who lived with his mother and his sister Minna. There was great love between the siblings, and they often played video games together. But one day, their happy family was struck by misfortune when the Kooi family took them captive. Then, during the killing ceremony, Boy's mother and sister were tortured and killed right before his eyes. Following this, Boy was also subjected to various atrocities. His tongue was cut out, and he was hung upside down from a tree. Boy thought he would die, but suddenly a martial arts warrior arrived and saved his life. This warrior was also known as the Shaman. Later, Boy learned that the Shaman was connected to the revolutionaries and used to be a friend of his mother. Now, the Shaman took him under his protection and began caring for him. He started giving Boy martial arts training every day. Boy worked hard in both physical and mental training because his life now had only one purpose: to kill Hilda and take revenge for the deaths of his mother and sister. During this rigorous training, he had to eat insects, and he also practiced breathing only through a bamboo stick while buried in the ground. In reality, the boy was deaf and mute. Therefore, he also mastered the art of understanding people by reading their lips. Throughout all of this, Boy missed his sister Minna very much because she always took great care of him. However, the Shaman told him to forget his past and focus on his mission. Soon, Boy forgot everything else, but even if he wanted to, he couldn't forget his sister. He often saw Minna and would talk to her in this way. Many years passed, and Boy grew up. One day during training, he was competing against the Shaman. Due to years of hard work, Boy had become very powerful, and he was about to defeat the Shaman when, at the last moment, he saw Minna. This distracted him, and he lost. Seeing this, the Shaman got very angry and said that Boy was still not fully prepared. Then one day, they both went to a nearby city where Boy met a beautiful girl who was selling flowers. The girl gave Boy a flower, which made him feel very good. But suddenly, government soldiers arrived and attacked the common people. It was revealed that they had come there to capture people for the sacrifice in the killing ceremony. Seeing this, Boy and the Shaman immediately hid. Shortly after, a girl in the crowd started calling Glenn a puppet of the Kooi family. In anger, Glenn fired his gun at her, but the bullet accidentally hit someone else. This caused a sudden commotion, and the people attacked the soldiers. Then Gideon called a helmet-wearing warrior named June 27th. As soon as June 27th arrived, he brutally killed those who were attacking the soldiers. And in the end, only 6 people survived her. Seeing this, Boy remembered that horrific day from his childhood, and he decided to kill Hilda during the ceremony that very night. The Shaman tried to explain that he was not ready yet, but Boy didn't listen to a word. He secretly hid in the trunk of Glenn's car, where a dead body was already lying. After some time, Glenn and Gideon reached a warehouse where they had to face Melanie's fierce anger. They had left bodies scattered in the market, and now they didn't even have 12 people for the killing ceremony. Glenn and Gideon started blaming each other, but finally, Melanie told them to pick up any 6 people from the street. Meanwhile, Boy came out of the car trunk and entered the warehouse. Suddenly, he saw Minna and, getting distracted, ended up in front of the soldiers. They pointed their guns at Boy, but with his bravery and tremendous skills, he sent them all to their deaths. However, soldiers kept coming one after another, so he thought it best to run away. While he was hiding, he met a prisoner named Basho. Basho said that if Boy unlocked his handcuffs, he would help him kill Hilda. At first, he hesitated, but then he freed Basho. After that, both of them together killed all the soldiers in the warehouse. Then they also captured Glenn and asked him for Hilda's location. Glenn said that she would be celebrating the killing ceremony with the Kooi family in her palace. Then Glenn begged him for his life, and Basho accidentally threw a saw at him, causing Glenn to die on the spot. Later, they both left the warehouse and reached the secret base of the revolutionaries. Suddenly, a man named Benny pointed a gun at Boy. Then Basho explained that Boy was his friend. Basho hugged Benny and asked where the others were. Benny said that the government soldiers had come there and put everyone to death. When Basho found out that the girl he loved was also killed, he burst into tears. After that, the three of them got busy planning to break into Hilda's palace. Boy wore a chef's costume, and the other to disguise themselves as guards. After Boy entered the palace as a chef, he saw Minna once again. Minna told him to eat macarons. As soon as Boy ate those macarons, he was stunned because he had never tasted such delicious food in his life. Then Basho told him to focus on his mission. Following this, Boy went to the kitchen and took off his uniform. After killing everyone, Boy went to the dining hall and killed a guard. Then he saw Hilda sitting at the table and, in one stroke, severed her head from her body. Noise broke out all around, and Boy picked up Hilda's head. But then he realized that this wasn't Hilda at all. Then Gideon arrived there with the soldiers. Gideon said he knew someone would try to kill Hilda, and that is why he had set this trap. After this, Gideon called June 27th, and she began to fight Boy. A fierce battle started between the two, and in the end, Boy removed her helmet. Upon seeing her real face, Boy became distracted, and June 27th took advantage of the opportunity to knock him unconscious. Sometime later, when Boy regained consciousness, he was tied to a chair. June 27th said that if he revealed the shaman's location, she would release him. But Boy flatly refused to do so, and June 27th left in anger. Later, Gideon came there and told Boy that Hilda is afraid of the shaman, which is why she keeps taking the lives of innocent people. Gideon was now tired of this bloodshed, so he told Boy, "Please, brother, tell me his location so Hilda can kill him and end all of this." But Boy did not budge. Now there was no other choice. So Gideon brought Boy to a special room where he was tied up and an electric shock collar was fastened around his neck. Then Melanie told him that he had made a huge mistake by killing her husband Glenn, and he would receive his punishment on stage in front of everyone. Soon, Hilda also came on stage and began giving a speech. But suddenly she lost her mental balance and pointed a gun at the crowd. Before any accident could happen, Melanie immediately came and took Hilda away from there. After that, the ceremony began, and the captives were put to death one by one. Boy's hands were tied, and there was no way to escape from there. But before his turn came, he remembered that Gideon had secretly given him a blade. Boy used it to cut his rope and ran from there, but Melanie was also clever. She started giving shocks to Boy's neck, causing him to fall right there. After that, people dressed as cartoons picked him up and placed him on a table. Then a man dressed as a goat was about to hit him with a hammer when he attacked those cartoons. In reality, this man was none other than Basho. Benny was also on the stage, and he gave Boy a gun. After that, the three of them together began facing the soldiers. In the meantime, Melanie came on stage and fired a gun at Boy, but at the last moment, Benny stepped in between and took the bullet in his chest. Finally, he breathed his last in Boy's arms. On the other side, Melanie had also shot Basho. Then Boy ran and hid behind a cartoon, and then he tied Melanie to a chair. Melanie said that the whole country would see her on TV, and in the end, everyone would consider her a martyr. But Boy, without listening to her nonsense, killed Melanie. Then Boy went to the hall where Gideon was lying on the ground wounded. Gideon explained that he had committed treachery, which is why his sister Melanie had shot him. Anyway, Gideon gave Boy a key with which Boy could enter the bunker where Hilda was hiding. Boy was about to take Gideon's life as well when he saw Minna, and she stopped Boy. She said that Gideon had helped Boy at a time when no one was with him. Then Boy told Minna, "You are not real because my sister is already dead." Hearing this, Minna disappeared, and Boy brutally killed Gideon. After that, he reached the bunker where Hilda was hiding. Hilda appeared on the door's screen and said that if he entered, he would be killed for no reason. Then Boy showed her a childhood drawing made by his sister Minna and said, "I haven't come here for no reason." Seeing that drawing, Hilda was stunned and suddenly turned off the screen. After that, Boy opened the bunker door, and many soldiers were standing in front of him. No one fired a shot, and June 27th said that Hilda was waiting for him there. Boy saw that he was also present in a large family portrait of the Van der Kooi family. and seeing this, he was left shell-shocked. Just then, he began to remember the events of his past, and he realized that Hilda is actually his mother. Hilda hugged him and said she had been looking for him for all these years. Then we see that many years ago, Boy was not with the common people, but with the royal family. Hilda had given him a gun and told him to kill the shaman and his family. But Boy got scared and fired the gun at the shaman's wife and daughter. Then he ran away in fear, and the shaman ran after him. Boy hid in the forest where the shaman found him and, through some ritual or magic, erased all of Boy's memories. He told Boy that his entire family was killed by Hilda. Then the shaman himself cut his tongue and made him deaf so that later Boy could take revenge for the shaman. Now, in reality, Boy found out that June 27th is actually his sister. Seeing her brother, June 27th's eyes also filled with tears. Now Hilda asked Boy for the shaman's location so she could complete her revenge. But Boy was still not ready to betray the shaman. Then Hilda said in anger that Boy does not care about his family. For this reason, she ordered June 27th to kill Boy. June 27th picked up an axe, but just then, she remembered those beautiful moments of her childhood that she had spent with her little brother. Now June 27th turned and killed Hilda instead. Now hundreds of soldiers attacked Boy and June, but together they faced them using a machine gun. Then they ran and went into the elevator. And then June said that their mother used to keep saying Boy was dead. But June's heart said he was still alive. She wanted to take revenge on her brother's killers, but while walking on this path, she didn't even realize when she herself became a monster. Anyway, then the door opened and they came out and met the shaman. The shaman said that the mission is not yet complete. He wanted Boy to kill his sister as well. But Boy said that now June is his family. Hearing this, the shaman attacked him in anger. When June was severely injured by this blow, Boy attacked the shaman in anger. But the shaman was familiar with his every move, however. Boy did not stop and finally succeeded in taking out the shaman's necklace. With a sharp stone from that very necklace, he slit the shaman's throat and killed him. Then he lifted his sister on his shoulder and brought her outside. In the end, we see that they had always promised to protect each other in their childhood. And today that promise was fulfilled. So how much do you love your brother or sister? Do tell in the comments. See you in the next video.